O presidente executivo da Ryanair acusa Pedro Nuno Santos de roubar dinheiro aos portugueses com as sucessivas injeções de capital na TAP.
You will never see that money again. The Portuguese taxpayers may as well stand on the beaches of Portugal and throw the money into the sea. Because Pedro Nuno Santos, your Minister for Infrastructure, is stealing money away from infrastructure projects so he can shove it down the toilet that is TAP. All TAP will do that money is flush it down the toilet and it will be lost forever. He should keep that money away from TAP, spend it where the Portuguese taxpayer wants to see the money spent.
Is Ryanair more important to Portugal than TAP?
Of course. Ryanair is much more important to Portugal than TAP because Ryanair is investing in Portugal. We're growing routes to Portugal. We're growing jobs in Portugal without any government subsidies. Whereas, TAP was a very good airline for the last 70 years, but it's always been high fare. It's nearly always been loss-making. And the government, bought half of TAP last year for 45 million euros. The government only thinks TAP is worth 100 million euros. And yet they're going to take 3 billion euros away from your hospitals and schools to waste it on TAP. This is mismanagement. This is not what an infrastructure minister should be doing.
Ryanair has been arguing in the last months against state aid for national flag carriers, and even the EU General Court said these measures were in breach of EU law. My first question is, why has Ryanair been so demanding?
Well, Francisco, because we believe in open and fair competition, and at the heart of Europe's competition law is that governments should not unfairly subsidise failed flag carrier airlines so that they can then harm free market competitors like Ryanair, like EasyJet, like other airlines. We don't have any objection to competition from TAP, but it's very unfair that we're expected to compete with TAP when your government takes 3 billion of taxpayers' funds and gives it to TAP so that TAP can lose it. Yeah, TAP has no future as an independent airline. Now, I own property in Portugal. I am a taxpayer in Portugal, and I resent my taxpayers' money being taken and then wasted on TAP.
So why do we keep sustaining this kind of companies? What do they bring to the market? Is some kind of national prestige?
It's a question I had with the infrastructure minister last week, who told me, that TAP connects Portugal to the world. I said, that's not true. TAP connects Portugal to about 70 airports in summer of 2021, whereas Ryanair connects Portugal to 140 airports.
E depois para onde é que iria o dinheiro da compra de novos aviões? Aqueles dinheiros que depois vêm assim, por acréscimo, por fora, para
olha, eu acho
bolsos.
que isso... Eu gosto de pensar que isso era um tempo antigo.
Mas existiu,
que hoje
existiu. Garanto-lhe que existe.
Eu sei.
Garanto-lhe que existe. E as nossas autoridades estão a investigar. Até há pouco tempo existia, mas uma questão de meses, não é uma questão de anos.
Então...
When TAP closed the base in Porto, Ryanair increased the size of our base and our jobs in Porto. We're now the largest airline in Porto. So we're investing in Portugal. So is EasyJet, so are other airlines.
These countries are distorting the market with this kind of subsidies.
Well, no, your governments are trying to distort the market with these subsidies. As long as the Portuguese government keeps TAP on the crack cocaine of state aid, like Alitalia, like SAS, it will keep losing money, there will be no reform, and taxpayers' money will continue to be wasted.
So flag carriers companies are losing its place in Europe and in
No. There are efficient flag carriers. BA is an efficient flag carrier. Iberia is an efficient flag carrier. They're not owned by governments. They're not subsidised by governments. There are lots of airlines out there. Ryanair is investing heavily in the Portuguese economy. We have bases in Porto, in Lisbon, in Faro, in Ponta Delgada. We're also talking to Madeira at the moment. We want to add more routes. We want to create more highly paid jobs for our pilots and cabin crew. And it's unfair that as we invest our money in Portugal, that you're asking us to compete against not just TAP, but TAP with the crack cocaine of 3 billion euros of government subsidies. And that's 3 billion euros the taxpayers in Porto don't want wasted on TAP. They don't want it. They'd like to see it spent on hospitals, on schools, on nurses and on teachers.
So Ryanair has won this first legal battle.
Yeah.
Is there going to be a second one and a third one and a fourth one?
Sure. The government is going to appeal the decision. The government is determined. I mean, I had a long conversation with the infrastructure minister last week, and he keeps criticising Ryanair. How dare you object to us giving subsidies to TAP? And I said, I don't object to you giving subsidies to TAP, but I do object to you taking money away from Portuguese hospitals, Portuguese schools, Portuguese infrastructure projects. I asked him when he was going to open Montijo Airport, and he said, that's not a matter for me, I'm some kind of foreigner. I said, I'm not. I'm a big investor in Portugal, I'm a taxpayer in Portugal, and you're the infrastructure minister who's supposed to deliver. If you delivered Montijo Airport, Ryanair's committed that we would deliver 5 million passengers within 2 years, and that would create 5,000 new jobs, far more than the jobs in TAP, 5,000 new jobs in Lisbon. And he wouldn't even answer the question. He just thinks, be quiet, sit in the corner while we waste scarce taxpayers' money on keeping TAP alive because it's his vanity project.
Pedro Nuno Santos said he was not worried with this lawsuit. He said that the money would still come. Do you think that after all these lawsuits, the money will still come to TAP and also to Air France, KLM, for example?
I think the minister should explain not why he wants to give the money to TAP, but why suddenly he's taking 3 billion euros of scarce taxpayers' money away from Portuguese schools, away from Portuguese teachers, away from Portuguese hospitals, away from Portuguese nurses. Nurses and teachers in Portugal earn less than half what Ryanair pays its cabin crew. Those are problems that the infrastructure minister should be addressing, not stealing from his hospitals and stealing from his schools to waste it down the black hole or the pit, the money pit that is TAP.
But Pedro Nuno Santos also said, it was very critical of Ryanair. He said the expression was social dumping. He said that Ryanair does social dumping and disregards national labour legislation. Is this true or not really?
Completely false. As I said, Ryanair's cabin crew earn double what Pedro Nuno Santos pays Portuguese nurses and Portuguese teachers. Ryanair's cabin crew, we've signed a union agreement and a CLA. We comply fully with Portuguese law for our pilots, for our cabin crew, all of whom are well paid, and they're paid double what Portuguese nurses and teachers earn. This isn't social dumping. It's Pedro Nuno Santos that's engaged in social dumping. He should be opening Montijo Airport so that we can create more jobs in Portugal. Instead, he's stealing money from all these other more noble causes in Portugal so that he can put it into his vanity project, which is TAP. And all TAP will do with 3 billion euros, it will lose the money. Having still closed, it doesn't even invest in Porto, for example. They closed the base in Porto. All they do in Porto is fly people to Lisbon. We have 55 routes today to Porto. We employ pilots, cabin crew. We have aircraft based full-time in Porto. We're investing in Porto, whereas all TAP is doing is stealing money away.
But is Porto profitable? Because Pedro Nuno Santos is reducing, and TAP is reducing its flights to or from Porto, not in the last year, but in the last 3 or 4 years. So why are they reducing these flights and Ryanair is increasing?
They're reducing their flights because TAP keeps losing money. Everything TAP loses money. It loses money in Lisbon, it loses money on its transatlantic, it loses money on short haul. TAP is a small, very badly run, high cost, high fare airline. And all of the visitors we're bringing to Portugal want our low fares, increasing the number of people who are flying with us, and we make money in Portugal. And with that money, we reinvest that money in Portugal. Today, I have more than 20 aircraft based in Portugal. That's an investment of over $2 billion in the Portuguese economy. TAP just wants to steal 3 billion euros out of the Portuguese economy. There is a real threat to Ryanair, to EasyJet and all the other airlines. If you give TAP 3 billion euros of taxpayers' money, they will engage in below-cost selling for the next 4 or 5 years, and they will damage other airlines like Ryanair, like EasyJet and others, who are investing in the Portuguese economy. That's why this subsidies, this state subsidy, this crack cocaine state aid, is so dangerous for all the other airlines who want to compete on a level playing field with the Pedro Nuno Santos's subsidy toy, TAP.
Just two more questions, Mr. O'Leary.
Sure.
Does Ryanair have discounts on tourism aids for flying for Portugal? That's one of the main critics by Pedro Nuno Santos.
Yes, we do, but I mean, almost all airlines flying across Europe negotiate some discounts at airports and also receive some tourism supports. I mean, all Portugal is doing in that way is competing with Italy, with Greece, with all the other tourism industries. TAP receives some discounts and tourism subsidies. We all do that. That's why the tourism agencies exist there. But unlike TAP, we don't close our base in Porto. We have a base in Faro. TAP doesn't even have a base in Faro. We fly there not just in the summer when there's lots of holiday. We also fly there in the winter as well. We keep flying there 12 months of the year. And that's why the airports give us some discounts. They should, because if they don't, we'll invest or place those aircraft elsewhere. And it's also why the tourism authorities work with us. But the subsidies we receive are tiny, hundreds of thousands of euros in a year, compared to the 3 billion of taxpayers' money that Pedro Nuno Santos wants to gift to TAP, which TAP will then lose. It will never repay that money to the Portuguese taxpayer.